all POV. That's because we're riding the famous and notorious Dr. Park today. Dr. Park doesn't live up to the hype. Let's check it out. Today I thought, you know what? Let's ride one of the most famous trails in this part of the world, and that would be Dr. Park. Park is probably like one of the first BKXC videos I've ever seen that it's not easy, and it's gonna be one heck of a slog uphill. I think it's like 20 miles round trip from right here. We're gonna go with the Evil today. I wanna throw out a shout out to our buddy Nate and the Tasco company. They hooked me up with the new Scout shorts, and I know I've been promoting them in the last video and the video before that, and that's because they sent them to me to review. I dig them. They're very expensive, but they are probably the best mountain biking short that I've ever put on. They were even so good that I bought a second pair, and the value, they're expensive, but at least they did deliver the value. So I'm happy with them, and I think you would be too. They got belt loops, they're fitted. There is also a discount code in the description. Well, let's get past all the pleasantries and get going. We just made a turn off to go up Spring Creek Road, which is Forest Service. Actually, I think it's Gunnison County Road 744. We have a long ways to go, and I forgot my gloves. Dang. I've been going for a solid hour, I'd have to say. And based on trail forks, I'd say I'm about 3/5 to 3/4 of the way to the turnoff on this part of the road. So I still have a ways to go. There's really not much to talk about on these climbs. Finally, this first break of a clearing up here. But versus the 401, in my opinion, this trail, I'm riding for the trail and not so much for the view. Some trails you ride for the view. Some trails you straight up ride for the trail itself and its features. It's 3 o'clock and I've been gutting out this road climb. So I think it took me an hour and 30 minutes, but I'm gonna turn right. I'm gonna turn right into this drainage right here. Oh, we're gonna risk it. It doesn't look very deep right now. We'll go to the other side, and I'm gonna filter some water. Okay, am I gonna make, ooh, that's already too deep. I'm gonna save my shoes and go with the flip-flops. We have Joey moment of the day, and it is a really, really disappointing one. I was sitting in this exact position right here, and I went to pull my flip-flops out, and I don't know how it happened, but my camera just kind of rolled out of my bag, and which was marginally open and straight into the water right there, which honestly, I have no idea how that could happen. It was an act of God. Oh, that hurts. That really, really hurts. Well, the trail isn't gonna cry for us, so I think it's time to get back to mountain biking. Oh, that's cold. Woo. Feels good though. It knew that I didn't buy the Geek Squad protection for it. I don't want the camera issue to override the trail today. We can complain about it when we get to the bottom, but our focus is on what's ahead of us now. We've reached the point where it's time to start up a really nasty climb on this here dirt road. Halfway through this road climb, and I think the worst is yet to come. I think based on the data that I have, that we have basically 1,200 feet of climbing here. Still making my way up, and I'm really huffing and puffing on this one. This is a fit rider's effort. Our views have opened up quite a bit. This video will not be indicative of how this trail really is, because this climb is
quite the doozy. It's a grinder, it's a slog, it's a sufferfest. I'm pretty sure we're gonna break off from the road right up here. Oh, there's our trail junction. Again, I started at what I think is 4:30, 3 hours to get here for me, which did include some bike pushing. This is the top section of Dr. Park. But I could use a little downhill in my life right now anyway. Okay, we're gonna take this right here. And if I chose incorrectly way before that right-hand turn. Little shots of downhill are super nice. And they give you enough motivation to keep on going. I think we're about to kick off the climbing part. So if you'll excuse me for a moment as we ride over this log dirt bridge, we'll be back after a few short hill strokes. Okay, we've reached the trail junction, and I believe this is when the going gets real good. All right, girls and boys, it's time to ride downhill. This is that little offshoot. I wanted to get the view over there. But we are about to ride to Dr. Park. And here we are, the good doctor. Water bar booters. Brake bump. Rowdy. Oh baby. That'll just take your breath away. No shortage of things to get flat on. That endo turn. Got quite the distance before we get to Taylor Canyon. Hill bank is a little on the soft side. Oh, I knew that was soft. I am so glad I slowed down for that because that was dangerous. Poor gimbal. That's spicy. Oh my God. Never ridden this trail before, obviously. So I really don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Wow. The second I get sloppy, I gotta take a break. But this trail, up to now, is about the trail. Brakes. I got a bug in my eye and had to take him out. Anytime you get in the quaking, you have to maintain some situational awareness. Especially considering the drought year, they could just any gust and off on over. Yep. So I chose to take the road versus taking Dr. Park as an out and back for that exact reason. I should have just taken it out and back, and then I wouldn't have dropped my camera into the creek. Getting kind of flat right here, so we probably make up a little bit altitude. We probably make up a little bit of climbing. We're dangerously close of reaching the end, and that's sad because this has been an incredible trail. I bet Dakota could send some of those full sender. There's Taylor Canyon. Have to live with some trumpet break right here. Ew. I'm not in a gear for short range flat testing. That was supposed meant to be sent to the other stuff, other side of that water bar. I would have taken that, and that would have been fine. All right, take a short break. That was violent. What to do? This is reminding me of like Hull Ranch now with the granite. Falling behind Jason Bikes, GF Rides, and Des Fit. Oh, that could not get anything to go there. On the pivot. And no turn. Oh, that's the bottom. Ooh, almost wrecked at the very end. Oh. Dr. Park Trailhead. I did not park at the trailhead. I saw something way closer and I chose to take that. The Taylor River here. Hold on a second. If you watch my 401 video, we were at the headwater of the East River and it merges with the Taylor River right here to become the Gunnison. Taking the road up is a better option, but it is quite the slog and it's a grind. And what do you get for your grind? You get probably one of the best kind of NSTs, and I mean natural single track trail. I would say it's probably the best NST that I've ever ridden. That downhill was spectacular. I'm gonna bounce out of here. I'll lick my wounds on the camera, but that downhill definitely helped ease the pain. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and also hitting the like button down below. That helps me out a lot in terms of video promotion and stuff. And thank you to every one of you that helped me out with hitting the like button and leaving comments. And speaking of comments, what are some of your favorite trails in Crested Butte to ride? And do you have a better trail than Dr. Park? Let me know. Hey, do me a favor, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you on the next episode.